Hi everyone. I just want to make a video quick, just bringing attention to a situation, uh, with an ASMR creator, with a very ASMR kind of creator. Thankfully, it has gotten better, but I just want to go over the full story. So, the main video we're going to be reacting to is this one, which came out 6 hours ago. So, before we do that, we're going to look at some posts of this that light up to this video. I'm not sure if we can talk about the posts in this video, but I just want to go over them myself before we do. Now, the creator we're talking about is SeraphASMR. They're a Persian ASMR artist that playing piano, basketball, and want to pursue voice acting. Anyways, on to the first post, which was made 2 weeks ago. Important post ahead. Hello, Fluffs, I need your help. I am disheartened to say that my family and I are being evicted from our home for a very unfair and petty reason as a 20 plus year long residence, most importantly for my parents. It pains me to see them so distraught and hurt from seeing the news recently through a 30-day notice paper that doesn't even have mention of the reason. Yet I have big suspicion of what the reason was, and to cut it short, our apartment has some residents who leave fire alarms going for days at a time, and the management is neglectful of the complaints us and many other families have made to said management. Some could say it would be easier to find another place, but my parents have my lifetime, well, my entire lifetime in this place, they and I call home. My father's health has been declining, and to see a man I greatly respect and look up to break down from all of this is unbelievable. This was the cherry on top when it comes to events that I've mostly kept away from this platform, but this grand issue doesn't affect me. It doesn't only affect me, but my family. Recently, almost lost my father to a varicose vein injury, unmonitored, and have this pile on top. As a human, I'm reaching my very limits. I can only you understand. I'm tuning off for this one on the first post. There's like 4 of these. I'm gonna be breaking down in this, but we carry on. And to bring me to my current ask, I ask for your support and help upon this, whether it is your prayers slash wishes, advice for the situation at hand, or if you'd like to donate funds just in case my family needs it, will be the world and more for these people I care so deeply about. I don't enjoy making posts like these at all. Neither do I like reaching out for help for the way I am. But if you take a moment to do so, whether it's financially or through your wishes, this is the one time I need your help the most, Fluffs. If you choose to donate, it will also go to the funds for my father's medical supplies since they don't cover that here. Recently, I've been giving a lot of what I make on YouTube to cover my father's medical expenses, so it'll be helping a lot with this as well. Thank you for reading this stuff. I must say I don't know where this will go, but I have faith. I hope you don't know. I hope you know that I love you all and wouldn't ask this from you all if I didn't already see all of you as my family too. Much love, Seraph. 12-hour update. At a few hours, due to your support, we are already above 50% of the goal set by GoFundMe. And I must say, it got me emotional as I woke up. Now at 12 hours, we are currently at 20% of the way from the original goal of 10K set by me. Thank you to all of us, my family, especially my father. Extremely grateful for you all, and I'll be sure to keep you updated. I'm already breaking. I'm already breaking up. 24-hour update. I can't even begin to explain how grateful my family is for your overwhelming support and love you've all shown through this hardship me and my loved ones are facing. For the first time in a bit, I was able to see my father and mother smile with the love you've all shown through their happiness and also lies mine and I could be here for an eternity and still not be able to show you how thankful I truly am. Through donations, word of mouth, love through faith, and overall expression of care, you granted a ray of light. My family desperately needs it in these moments. In the starting of making this fundraiser, I must admit my expectations were short-sighted, and I wasn't expecting it to reach what it has in so little time. $3,000 raised in just a few hours to nearly $10,000 in the closing 24 hours is enough to make any man cry tears of joy, relief, and gratefulness. We were able to reach the goal set by GoFundMe in times I could never imagine. My original goal of 10,000 was one I doubted to reach, but now before the eyes of me and my family, it was done essentially under a day. I know GoFundMe has moved the benchmark further, but I'm incredibly proud of you all for being the hand to save my family, save a family from drowning. You proved me wrong that the human soul can indeed the most beautiful thing you'll ever see, and I will proceed to live by that. I'll keep the fundraiser open for you all who still would love to show support, since all the funds will go to my family for their needs. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I couldn't speak anymore from an honest place. My lovely community, friends, family, thank you. You are the difference in the darkness this world may serve in moments. May faith endure. Much love, Seraph. The 48-hour update. Hello once again, Fluffs. I'm overjoyed and beyond grateful to announce we have hit our original goal of 10,000 and still counting. Saying that you all just saved my loved ones and family would certainly be an understatement. I shared some tears this morning showing them the support you've all shown and true love. You, the community, friends, and beautiful human souls were the ones were the reason any of this is possible. I've always been a reserved person when it comes to problems I found in my life, and stepping into new waters, finally accepting the help of others, is one I never expected, but I knew when my family was the ones and needed to take action. Thank you to all of you, beyond just the content creation. I thank you for being the real reason any of this was possible. My family and I have been looking for emergency housing, and it's still looking pretty rough. But with your help, it'll allow us to at least get our bearings together, and that's something we'll forever be thankful for. Still seeing if we can make some negotiations with our landlord, but there are still some doubts floating around, especially since the landlord seems to be avoiding contact with us, even with our stress and concerns. Today is the day they'll have to speak to us when they come over to our apartment unit. I'll be sure to let you all know how that goes. So many steps and ways to go if this all turns out to be harder than it is, but I carry hope and faith for the family since they need it now more than ever. Times where I feel like my legs are beginning to buckle, I look at all of you and the amount of love you've shown. I know I can't give up. There's still work to do, and the sun will rise the same way tomorrow. I'll share a picture I've taken with my family as a recent to show our thank you and appreciation. They didn't mind me showing their faces, but one of these days I'll be sure I'll be sure to do one for myself. We'll keep the GoFundMe open if you still like to show your support, but just know you've crushed all my previous expectations by miles and on end, and I regret not seeing the beauty of the human soul for what it is. Any extra help and funds will go to my family and their needs. Thank you all once again, and may face endure as always, Seraph. The last post, which was made 6 hours ago. My God, I'm actually crying. I'm actually crying. You have no idea. Keep it together. Hello, fans. It's gonna be okay. I apologize for how long this update took to be spoken about, but I can assure you it's one not even I expected. As you read this, it will be the final update upon the news of my family's eviction notice that came nearly 2 weeks ago. About 4 days ago, my family received another letter on the door that read the most importantly, notice to vacate has been cured. After multiple talks with the landlord, I come to each conversation in high faith and understanding. As well, as hard as it was not to have hard feelings or show negative emotions, to read the paper and see my once hopeless father and mother cry tears of joy and relief, I couldn't see anything but all of you in my mind. The amount of support and love this community, and even beyond a little community, here is shown, including a family, my family, hope and faith, that if you weren't here, I can only imagine where minds would rest. Thank you. Can I even begin to show how much you've helped? Because writing this, I still can't even find enough words to begin to show the exact amount of appreciation I have amongst all of you beautiful souls. I felt terrified to know that all I clung to might have slipped away into something I would never get back from, and see my family be thrown into an impossible situation. I couldn't help but ask for help, and help indeed came. If I could just get every single one of you flushed into a big room, I would just ask for a big hug, because that's all I can decide at this point. I know it isn't exactly realistic, but be honest, I can't thank you all enough. Probably getting annoying at this point, the amount of times I repeated that, but it's all I can think of currently. Like, this is well. Give me a lifetime, I still wouldn't reach a fraction of how thankful and grateful I am for the help you've given to my family. You are family too. Yes, to me, you are family, and I wouldn't want to treat you all any other way. Before I drag this out for another 100 paragraphs, my special thank you to all of you that have shown your immense support through all means, whether it be faith, advice, kindness, and financially. Won't ever go unseen. You've all shown me a brighter side of people, and it's a wake up call I'll never forget with the time I spent on this planet. May we continue on through hardship while not being afraid to help one another as humans, because there's always hope, and I can promise you all that. I'll keep the GoFundMe open with my father's medical supplies and needs, but please know you've all blown past every goal I imagined could be reached. I won't ever forget the support you donators have shown. I love you all dearly. From Seraph and my family, I love you. May you all have a blessed day, and we'll all see another one soon. And that brings me to the video we're going to be watching. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is actually bringing me to tears. I'm not even lying. There are tears in my eyes right now.
I think we got the camera. Okay, very nice. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
I thank you for clicking onto this video. It has been a few weeks since we've last seen one another, but I hope you've all been well, and I apologize for the lack of updates.
You don't need us to apologize even once. We all know what you've been going through. We would completely understand if you had to take time away from YouTube, but time away from the internet, just to help your family, because that's the most important thing in this world. Family.
And it's not because I wanted to do it on purpose by any means, but I, I, I just can't express my thank you to each and every single one of you. I, not in my lifetime, neither if I was given an eternity of time to express my thanks, I wouldn't be able to. I truly wouldn't be able to express my thank you to all you that have shown your support, whether it's been through your generous donations, your hopeful thinking, and your advice that you've given me. Especially as someone as, being new to being an adult, essentially. All
Yeah.
this support and love has shown me a beautiful, beautiful side of humanity. And before I get onto this,
Yeah, humanity isn't all bad. The bad side of people, more like just the bad side of humanity in general, can be shown a lot on the news, TV, etc. That doesn't mean that there's not a good side to humanity. And that good side was shown over the past couple of weeks on Seraph's channel. And that's the main thing that made me cry. I don't care how much of a man you are. I don't care what you all say. I don't care if you call me one for crying. I just couldn't help but cry at all of this. Especially at like the first few posts. Like the first post hit me the hardest. I broke down harder than I had in a while. Probably as hard as I broke down when the Technoblade So Long Nerds video came out.
video and try to explain to you a little bit more of what's been happening, thank you. Thank you for what you've done, not only for me, but for the people I care about the most in my life.
Welcome.
The people that I've lived with for, well, my entire life. And how much of what you've done means to them, most importantly. I know I explained in my most recent video that I don't exactly like to bring in my personal life and problems into something as a hobby for me, which is YouTube. But with the recent events that's happened, I couldn't just sit there and be a static person when my family was in this terrible, terrible situation.
It sucks. It really does suck.
Now, for those of you who may have not heard or may have not tuned into the latest events, my family was on the verge of a notice to vacate of our property and apartment. Now,
Which absolutely sucks. Because according to the post, at least going off of what the post you said in the post, you and your family did nothing wrong. It was your like other people in your apartment complex that were leaving the freaking fire alarms on for days on end, as you said. It's their fault. You did nothing wrong. You didn't deserve this in this place. You, your family, you didn't deserve this. Okay, you did nothing wrong. Seraph and his family are completely goddamn innocent. I, it just makes me angry that this stuff can happen to people. Innocent people, on husband, innocent people. It's beyond words.
I say was because, just to break the ice, we received another paper through the mail about 4 or 5 days after I made the GoFundMe, I made the video trying to bring some light or bring something of good to the situation. I remember walking out of my room, preparing everything and just, essentially preparing for the worst is a good way to put it. Because for those 4 to 5 days, seeing my family in the condition that they were and just having all the feelings and tense air around, you know, especially with my father, it
Yeah.
was terrible. And
And I can't say this enough. I'm so, so sorry that I really wish this didn't ever happen to you.
I wanted to keep faith, I wanted to keep hope, but I knew at the same time that I had to prepare for the worst. I couldn't just continue on doing what I love when the people that I care about are essentially suffering in the back.
Yeah, especially because even if you try to like continue in content, like pretending nothing is wrong and like everything is okay when it's really not. I'm pretty sure like no matter how hard you try to like n- try and tell people everything's okay in like videos when like they're really not. Yeah, it, you just wouldn't really be able to hide it. Like it's just yeah, more just beyond words. I honestly can't think of any words to describe it right now.
Ground. And I knew I had to do something. And of course, I didn't expect nowhere near the amount of love that you've all shown. But I was proved wrong. I was proved wrong in how much people can truly care in someone that they might have never met before or just someone that they like to watch. It's such a foreign concept to me, but I'm grateful. I am eternally grateful for that. And, it's a wake up call. It's a wake up call to learn that as much as you believe that you're going to be alone in this world, that you won't.
Yeah,
You're
no,
never
no one's
truly
alone.
alone.
No one's truly alone in this
It
world.
can feel isolating at times when you put these roadblocks in front of you. But, you're never alone. And I figured that out truly recently. And I can say thank you a million times during this video, but that just doesn't encapsulate how much I truly feel about it. But without spewing too much about random nonsense, we received another paper in the mail almost half a week ago. saying that our notice to vacate eviction was terminated by the landowners.
which is good.
Now, when I said that I could get on my knees and kiss the floor, it wouldn't be too out of the realm of what I was thinking at the current moment, walking out of my room and receiving that information from my parents. With your mind running at a million miles per hour, you're stressed, you're overwhelmed, and you're not in a good state. Certainly not certainly not a healthy one either. But God, the wave of relief, and I know it seems a little bit messed up that I didn't get to make that update, and I'm sorry that I didn't.
It's
I couldn't
okay.
be completely sure if this was true. It was baffling. I was already expecting my family to get kicked out, and the people that I care about and love the most just, I would have, for the foreseeable future, would just see them in this horrible state.
Yeah.
We were really house searching, looking for maybe like a one bedroom studio and stuff like that. I was really trying to renew everything that I might have needed, like my ID, and just trying to get things that I may need in an emergency job and stuff like that. But, I had to sit on this information. And it was recommended by my father as well that I just sit on this information for a bit. I I truly didn't exactly believe much in guardian angels in moments
I'm pretty sure we all were your guardian angels.
of need. And once again, I was just proved wrong. I was proved wrong once again. Just like a plethora of other things in this situation, I was proved wrong. All hope was nearly voided if it weren't the help of you fluffs and my faith in the Lord and Him giving me the sanctuary. And it's something I don't like to talk about very often because I know religion in any space is a touchy subject, but as long as I don't push it on others, I believe in what you believe in. If it gives you a form of hope, is something you should cling on to.
Yes.
And these were one of the moments where I found that hope. And to say that I thought it wasn't going to be paid off, yeah, that was true. Even with all the generous donations and all the amazing things that you've all given the opportunity for my family to have, I hate being a pessimist, but it just felt like, the weight of the world was just upon my shoulders, and at any moment it would buckle and I would fall underneath the weight.
I, 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 I understand what you're saying. I can relate.
And, you know, that paper was all I needed to just sleep, really. For them to sleep, especially, my father and, my hardworking mother. We needed it. And most importantly, I needed you. They needed you. And if I could give you a hug through this screen, I would. And, maybe the closest thing to it is me doing this and, I don't know, just holding on for a moment. Just give me 10 seconds. That's all I need. I just need 10 seconds.
Take all the time you need. You deserve.
How many times at this point am I going to start crying in front of this camera?
You can cry all you want. We completely understand.
I've been given a chance. This world has provided me views that I may have not been ready for, but I am glad that they happened. I want to be able to give back even a semblance, just a minute speck of the love that you've all shown. Will that be possible? I don't know. Will
You
I
can at least,
try? I certainly will.
yes. Well,
And I will try, and I'll try, and I'll keep trying to show thanks and appreciation in what you've done. Oh, man. Once again, I am sorry that this is the way that I am speaking about this information. I know I should have told you sooner, but
don't apologize. You don't need to
I
apologize.
just needed time. I just needed time to process it. I just needed time to really just seep in all that's happened. You know, if I recorded this on the day that I seen that paper and, you know, that relief, I would have just been bawling my eyes out in front of this camera. But, you know, that's no way to conduct myself. And it's not the way that I want to conduct myself towards you. So I want to show you that there's hope. And there always will be hope. It may be hard to see in moments. Your vision will be clouded, but that's okay. Things will be okay. And that's
Yes,
all
now
I
they
want
will
you to
be.
know. So I want to leave this message to personally thank the community, the lovely fluffs involved with it,
You're
my
absolutely welcome.
friends, my close loved ones, and my family, most importantly, because I have always believed in the term, the real family is the one that you choose. But for me, in general, in the way that I think of things, I think of it a little differently. Maybe it goes both ways for someone like me, because it truly feels like I have two. And if that wasn't a good enough example, I believe maybe this family extends further than I ever expected. And, you know, you are my family.
I'm glad to be your family.
And in light of due to recent events, you know, the same people that will say these people are internet nobodies, to me, they're my family. And I wouldn't trade them for a single darn thing. You are the people that make this possible. You are the true engine behind everything that I loved about this hobby. And you've shown me a light. As much as people will say in the comments that I, you know, have made their day better or just made things a little easier, it's repaid 100-fold from you. It's insane, really. And I don't ever want to stop.
We're glad
Even
to
if
have
it's as
you.
simple as me talking. Even if it's as simple as, you know, taking your mind off of something that's overwhelming, even beyond the spectrum of ASMR and going to sleep. If all it is to make things better, then I will do that until I find myself 6 feet under. And, you know, I can promise you that. I can certainly promise you that. And I'm sorry, I'm becoming another mess again, but it's true. It's all true to me. And I don't want to leave one stone unturned here when it comes to the person that you're watching. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I should probably try to make this a little bit more happier. I'm glad to be sitting in front of this camera again and speaking to you. As much as I don't really enjoy making it about topics like these, I had to address it and, you know, let you know that it's going to be all right. I was recently able to pay off a lot of my father's medical coverages with the money
which is
that you've all
good.
shown me. And he's incredibly thankful for that. And with the way that things are looking, it was a much needed light. A family that's always struggled financially is bound to have some type of humbleness, I believe. And, nothing's taken for granted. Nothing ever is taken for granted. Recently, I
Take your time.
I felt my faith wavering a little bit. Whether it be in my chosen religion or people or my situation in general, my family situation, it just felt like everything was slipping out of my grasp. And to put your mind in this overdrive for almost a week, it was tiring. It was incredibly tiring.
I can understand that.
I started rapidly losing weight. And the same thing goes for my parents as well. It just felt like a wave of just depression hit. It's funny how life will throw you curveballs in moments. And the way that I look at it, it was almost like a reminder that you shouldn't, take the things that you get and the things that happen for granted. It taught me a good lesson. It taught all of us a good lesson. Things will be scary,
It can be.
terrifying,
Yeah.
but it will be okay. It'll be all right. And if this situation wasn't enough of a prime example for you, then that's all right too. It's just the way we all learn as humans. But I can promise you, you're not alone in that. You never will be. You won't ever be alone in that. And
Same goes for you.
I'll be next to you. We'll all be next to you.
Amen.
So try to keep your head up, all right? And, keep moving. Keep moving. Yeah, I'm sorry if this video seems a lot more rambly than the other more emotional videos where I actually felt like I had something planned up of what I wanted to say. This is just me really trying to speak straight from the heart. And you know what? It's going to come out unformatted. It's not going to come out the most coherent.
That's fine.
But I believe that honesty will go a long way. But maybe I shouldn't drag this out for too much longer. But I do still want to express my thank you, as if this entire video isn't my own special thanks to you. That I really, 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 God, really am thankful for what you've done for me and my family.
We're thankful for you being there.
The time you've taken out of your day to listen to this and be a part of my situation and try to bring light into something that seemed to be fading. You kept me sane. You kept my head on straight. And you kept my family afloat.
We'll always be there for you.
And this is something that I will try to repay off for the amount of time that I will find myself on this platform. I can promise you that. As for the GoFundMe, I will leave it open because you know, with the stuff that I paid off with my father's medical photo, you know, my medical, not my medical, my father's medical supplies, and with the information that I was given from him recently about a money or God, this is me really like fumbling my words now. The money needed for, I forgot what the term is for a vein doctor, but it's something to either close up some type of artery here, but I have to get more information on that. But I will leave up the GoFundMe for all the medical needs that he needs, or something that may be an immediate need for the family.
I will continue to support you all the way.
And, man, it's to see all this love from people that I know I won't be able to really show my exact thanks for personally. It's a saddening thought, but it's a reality that I'm gonna have to come to live with. Just know that I adore you, and I love you so much.
We all love you too.
And I just hope to continue doing what's best. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy making your days better. I enjoy hearing all the nice things and all the feedback that you have or have to give to a silly little guy as myself. But thank you again. I may take another couple days to just get things situated, but for the most part, things will be all right. And I'll try my best to get you all back to your original situated program. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day / night, and I just hope to talk again soon.
I hope to see you again soon too.
One more hug for the road. One more hug for the road. Thank you so much for being here.
You're absolutely welcome.
So much for being here. And I just hope to see you all again soon. May you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye, friendo.
Bye-bye. Before we end this video, I'm gonna put a comment in the video. I finished writing my comment, and I'll read it out to you. You kept apologizing in the video, but you didn't need to, not even once. We all understand what you're going through. You don't need to apologize for anything. We will always be there for you in your times of need, and I, for one, am happy to see the rest of your community band together to help your father with medical expenses, as well as helping the rest of your family from much worse fate. And we don't take you for granted, but we are all happy that you make wonderful videos for us to make us feel better. And this community has shown that we are ready and willing to repay the favor to make your life even better as well. This has honestly been the first time in a while, probably the first time since the passing of Technoblade, that I've seen an online community band together in this capacity and change someone else's life for the better. All I'm trying to say here is you're welcome, and we're all grateful for you, Seraph. I hope life becomes much happier very, very soon. With that, well, I guess we'll read the description, and then we're going to end off the video. Hello, friends. How can I do it? How can I find the proper way to show how thankful I am for what you've done for not only me, but my family? Thank you. So the support, love, and most importantly, the hope you've given is something I still cannot begin to fathom, even being on this planet for 19 years. This world is still something I don't think does nearly enough justice to properly show that true appreciation I have not only in this community, but for people in general. The world shows itself in many different shades, but as of recent, it showed itself in a bright light I only thought existed in fairy tale. When me and my family received the letter saying notice of vacate has been cured by landowners of building name, all I could think of was all of you sweet, beautiful souls. If I were ever given the opportunity to give you all a big hug, I would. From the fluffs right next to me to the fluffs thousands of miles away, I would give a hug to every single one of you if I had if the opportunity was given. It's been a terrifying few weeks, an emotional roller coaster for all of us, for us all. I can imagine. I'm just happy and relieved to announce that things are going to be okay. It's opened my eyes to how life can be a scary thing at times, and yet the prettiest thing too with the people who inhabit it. Teaches you that no matter how much hope you've lost, how scared you may be for yourself or your loved one and family, things will be okay. I want to personally thank all of you from the bottom of my heart once again for being such a bright light. You instilled hope. You've given me faith. You've lifted me up when I felt my legs begin to buckle. You've given me a new sense of the word family. You are family, and I love you all. With all the support you've given, you all deserve a special thank you cookie. Hope to start getting into the groove again and bring you all back to your originally scheduled program. I knew I had to express my thank you one way or another before I could do that again because you've all changed not only my life but my family. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a blessed day or night. Now, usually at the end of my videos, I basically plug my own socials. I'm not doing this in this video. Instead, the only socials I will be linked in the description down below will be Seraph's socials. He deserves the love today, and he deserves the love in general. He's the one that's been going through hard times, not me. So go show him some love. I want you to go show him some love. Now, with that, have a good rest of your day and night. I appreciate you all. See you all in the next video or stream.